Hello, parents and students, and welcome back to another episode of Tatman Talks. This is for the week of October 18th. So here's what's coming up this week. We are going to be starting our Unit 5, which is over the foundation of Georgia's government. So for the rest of the year, our next two units, 5 and 6, will be looking at the structure of the state's government, looking at all the different branches of government. So some really important stuff that they'll need to know as they become adults. The topics for this week, we are going to continue working on our American Revolution DBQ this week. We're also going to be looking at Georgia's Constitution and foundation of Georgia government. So on Monday, we're going to be doing some thesis writing and doing something what I call document bucketing. So the students will be learning how to write a thesis for their DBQ, and they'll be learning how to organize their documents so they know where to put them in their essay. On Tuesday, we're going to be having what we call a DBQ thrash out. This is where the students will get to argue what they think are the most important points and documents within this process, and it's great because the students will get to hear other people's arguments and logic and hopefully take some things away from that as well to put in their essay. On Wednesday, they are just going to be given time to work and write on their DBQ. It is not due on Wednesday. It's actually going to be due the following Wednesday. So the goal is by Wednesday, they will have a complete outline. They will know what their thesis is. They'll know where their documents are going to go and what they're going to use from each document. They know what their topics of each paragraph is going to be, and so on. So by Wednesday, they should be able to start writing their 5-paragraph essay, and then they have a week to complete that. On Thursday is when we will strictly begin our Unit 5. We're going to be learning the structure of Georgia's Constitution as well as comparing the Georgia Constitution to the U.S. Constitution. And we're going to continue comparing the Georgia Constitution to the U.S. Constitution on Friday with a Venn diagram activity, so that should be kind of fun. Then we're going to be looking at the rights and responsibilities as Georgia citizens. We're going to do a reading with some questions. This activity is going to be for a grade, right? And then the other thing that's going to be taken up for a grade this week is the American Revolution Timeline Project that had been given out a month ago is due on Friday. All right, there's a Dropbox on its learning. The rubric and instructions are on its learning. This is a test grade. It's meant to be a very simple test grade. The students have had several class periods to actually work on this. They've had over a month to work on it. So they should be good to go, but I encourage you to check with your student to see what progress they've made. And of course, if you have any questions about this particular project, please feel free to reach out. So important dates, October 22nd, timeline project is due. All right, the following week, October 27th, is when your DBQ is due. That essay is also going to act as a test grade for this semester. October 29th is the district interim. We're also going to be having a notebook check. We're going to be looking at numbers 21 through 27. There is a complete full list of the table of contents on its learning for your student, as well as any handouts that they might need. We got number 27 last week, so essentially the students will have 2 weeks to get their notebooks in order for it to be checked. Absences, just want to remind you that when a student is absent, whether it be voluntarily or involuntarily, they're still responsible for all missing work. During their time out, students are going to be given ample amount of time to complete the missing assignments. They just have to work with me and communicate with me. And I also take late work with no points off at all times. Please note that its learning is updated daily with the material from the lesson given that day. I also clearly lay out what is being taken up for a grade. Usually when I post an assignment on its learning or a task of where they would have to go somewhere else to finish the assignment, it says this is for a grade. So that is their #1 priority thing to do for me. Grades are being updated weekly, so make sure that you're checking your kids' progress so you know what they need to be working on, what they're missing, what you can encourage them to do. If it says it's missing, it means they haven't turned it in yet. All right. Remember, I accept all late work, no penalty. They just have to give me something. All right. I can't grade what I don't have. And as usual, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to contact me through Remind or email me. All right, this is going to be a super awesome week. Can't wait to see you guys on Monday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.